Hello traders, welcome to the economic calendar update for Monday the 23rd of February 2015. I thought since I didn't do a video on Thursday or Friday, I would just do a very quick recap on what actually took place, where we had not a lot of data coming out in the European session, but the market was focusing a bit on the US data. As you can see, initial jobless claims came in a little bit better than expected. Continuing jobless claims was slightly worse. We had our leading indicator, which was slightly worse, and the Fed Philly manufacturing survey also slightly worse. Overall, the data was quite mixed, and the US dollar strength actually took a bit of a pause. But I think you'll notice that in the price action for the last 2 days of the week, last week, things really quietened down. The market was waiting for something big to happen, predominantly from Greece and the Eurozone, and there wasn't a lot of other news, data or activity to push the market in a major direction. So that's what we had for Thursday, and Friday was much the same. We had the Greece officially asked for an extension, yet Germany was very quick to reject it on the back of lack of detail, saying that nothing's changed, and they weren't really impressed. So we then had to wait until Friday, where the Eurogroup granted a 4-month extension. Greece is just buying time now. They're just basically doing what they can to stay in the game. And it's quite positive to note that the negotiations and the talks are still happening, and there doesn't seem to be a breakdown. And this is really going to lead to some optimism in the market. And I'll talk about that in a second, where the talks still look very much likely that Greece will remain in. A Grexit is very slim at this stage. So if you have a look at the indices like the DAX and other stock markets, the CAC, we've seen stock markets rally to new highs. And that's on the back of the market starting to believe that everybody is very serious about Greece remaining into the Eurozone, and investment within those demographics has been able to push the stock prices back up, as people were getting quite nervous and the stock market was quite stagnant. Now they're starting to believe that they will work something out with Greece. We are going to get more details of Greece this week, and the market is going to be very heavily focused on that. This week, I believe we should get a breakout in the euro versus the US dollar. And Greece is now being told to stipulate all the finer details of their plan. So we will start to see that coming into the news wire and making headlines, and the price action will start to price in what it believes is going to be the final result. So the more likely we have of the deals being accepted or commended by the Eurozone, the more that the euro will actually get supported along with their local stock markets. Now, the Great British Pound was a trade that we're on, and we are long on the pound versus the US dollar. And the retail sales come in weak on Friday. That did take the steam out of the rally. However, on a technical basis as well as a fundamental basis, the story doesn't change. It was weak, but it wasn't a disaster, and it is backward-looking data. So the market was warned. If you remember, when we had the discussions last week, they were warned about some weaker data in the short term by the BOE, and now we are looking forward to some better data. So we'll keep an eye on that. I think the pound is only going to be a matter of time before it breaks 155. And that's about it. We did have some stronger PMI manufacturing data out of the US, and that did help support the US dollar coming into this week. Now, it is Chinese New Year, and typically we will have a quiet trading session due to the Chinese New Year and the lack of exciting data coming out today. So it could be another quiet session. The headlines will still be on Greece, and we will keep focus on that. I'll talk tomorrow about what data we do have coming up as a summary and what key events we will be focusing on, but it will be one very heavily based around the Eurozone. Well, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow, like I said, and tune into the technical video as I'll talk about the price action from Thursday through to leading into today's European session. So until tomorrow, trade well.